Welcome to Showcase Sunday for March 31st, Easter, and Mailbox Monday for April Fool's Day, April 1st. So today I got 4 books. One I swapped and 3 were for review. The first one I swapped is Icefall by Matthew J. Kirby. I don't know if anybody else has read Matthew J. Kirby. He wrote, I believe it's The Curious Case of the Clockwork 3. The Clockwork 3. A really excellent middle grade novel that had a very steampunk vibe to it. I really, really enjoyed it. So when I saw that he had another book out called Icefall, I was excited to read it. Icefall it sounds like an adventure fantasy that has some Norse mythology in it. It's about a princess and her brother that are trapped in between the towering mountains and a frozen sea, and they're awaiting their father's return. But when he doesn't return, they have to figure out a way to find him and help their kingdom survive through the winter. So sounds like a really good book, and I've heard really good things about it, and I really love The Clockwork 3 by Matthew Kirby, so I'm excited to read it. This is a middle grade adventure type deal. It looks like it won a whole bunch of awards too, so that's good. Alright, then I got 3 for review, and all of these were through the Amazon Vine program. The first one's actually been out for a while. It was in like the last harvest, like the extra stuff from Amazon Vine that's left over. And this is Pivot Point by Casey West, and you've probably seen this book around. A lot of people have talked about it. It's basically about a girl named Addison Coleman who is a searcher. And as a searcher, whenever she's faced with a big choice, she can kind of live out both scenarios that would happen depending on what choice she made, and then choose that path. So when her parents announce that they're getting divorced, she has to decide who she's going to live with. But in the process of that, she gets to kind of go through and live both paths. Like if she lives with dad, this is what will happen to her life. If she lives with her mom, this is what will happen to her life. I heard that it's really, really creative, and that it's a very, very neat read. So I was excited to be able to get it and review it through Amazon Vine. It did come out in February, so it's been out for a couple months. But anyways, I'm excited to read this. Sounds like a good read. The other book that I got through Amazon Vine, and this is a newer one, this releases in April, is Taken by Aaron Bowman. This sounds kind of like a dystopian science fiction novel. It's about a society where there are no men. At age 18, at midnight on their 18th birthday, the boys vanish. They're taken, basically. The villagers call it the heist. And so they recommend this to fans of Maze Runner or Incarceron, and it's supposed to have some big twists in it, just like The Giver did. So I'm excited to read it. I've just heard a lot of good things about it, and it sounds like a really interesting premise. So we will see what happens with that one. And the one I'm absolutely most excited about, I was just so excited when I saw I could get this for review. I was like jumping up and down and just very, very excited. I got a copy of Therithmatist by Brandon Sanderson. And I love Brandon Sanderson. He's one of my favorite authors right now. And this is his first like epic fantasy young adult novel. So this is kind of his entry into the young adult genre. Although most of his adult epic fantasy books would be okay for young adults as well. They're never like super, super violent or have a lot of sex in them or anything. They're all pretty easy to read. So this is his first book in the Therithmatist series, and it features, I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, so I'll read it back to you. More than anything, Joel wants to be a rhythmatist. Rhythmatists have the power to infuse life into two-dimensional figures known as chalklings. Rhythmatists are humanity's only defense against the wild chalklings. Having nearly overrun the territory of Nebraska, the wild chalklings now threaten all the American Isles. As the son of a lowly chalkmaker at Armedius Academy, Joel can only watch as rhythmatist students learn the magical art that he would do anything to practice. Then students start disappearing, kidnapped from their rooms at night, leaving trails of blood. Assigned to help the professor who is investigating the crimes, Joel and his friend Melody find themselves on the trail of an unexpected discovery, one that will change rhythmatics in their world forever. So this is supposed to be a epic fantasy-ish type of story for young adults. So we'll see. That's all I know about it. And I know that Brandon Sanderson wrote it, and I know that I love pretty much everything he writes. So I'm excited to read it. Very, very excited to read it. they say excited to read it. I'm excited to read it. Alright, so those are the 4 books I got this week. Other than that, I don't have a lot to say. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Easter. I know I'm recording this the night before because I'll probably be pretty busy on Easter Sunday. Weather-wise, because I live in Minnesota, we always talk about the weather, right? It's been really warm. It was like 55 today, and we had 2 feet of snow on the ground on Friday, and now we have maybe 6 inches to a foot. So everything is wet and muddy and slushy, but there is grass showing through, which is awesome. It means that soon we'll be able to do stuff like ride our bikes and stuff outside again, so I'm excited about that. Other than that, I hope that you guys got a lot of great books this week and that you have a wonderful week of reading. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So happy Easter. Talk to you guys later. Bye.